You just turned on. You just turned on. Naturally on a wave. Naturally on a wave. Better known as. Now. This is where independence is celebrated. So if you're ready to catch these waves, then let's go. What's good, Grown Up family? Welcome back to another Grown Up Podcast episode. And today I have another Naturally on a Wave interview for you, specifically the Naturally on a Wave spotlight artist for this month, Luci A. I'm so glad he's joining me. He's a really good, genuine dude. He's a great artist. I love his rebrand that I've been following along. It's been great to have connected with him originally in the beginning of this, when this segment started, and then to have stayed connected and still supporting. It means a lot. And so I appreciate him. And, I can't wait for y'all to hear the interview. I hope you pull the gems that you need to from this interview, from how he's dealing with his independent movement and his independent endeavor, and can apply that to whatever it is that you want to put your mind to. So the last thing I just want to say before we hop into this interview is please go to the description below, check out the Grown Up Podcast website, grownuppodcast.info, or you can click, of course, the link below and go right away. You can sign up for the newsletter where you can get an email every month, get an update on all things Grown Up Podcast. You can check out some resources that I have for you guys. And you can also check out E3 Radio and the Cube app, where I'm support. I got a lot of things going on. So as long as you guys are supporting me, of course, I have other things that I'm supporting, and I appreciate y'all for supporting me and supporting those things. So without further ado, also Luci A's information will be in the description, so you can click that, of course, as well. And now, without further ado, I'm gonna let the interview take it away. Luci A, the Naturally on a Wave spotlight artist for this month. Let's get into it. All right.
Oh, you got the countdown and everything. That shit.
Yeah. Upgrade. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Grown Up Podcast, where you already know what we do. We talk about that grown up shit. But today, we highlighting the spotlight artist for this month, the Naturally on a Wave spotlight artist, because he is on his wave. He's coming back. He's already been on the segment, but we're now highlighting him for the entire month since we've switched up the segment. And I'm excited to have him on and be highlighting him for the whole month. So without further ado, welcome, Luci, man. How you doing, man? Luci A.
I'm doing fantastic. I'm absolutely just chilling, living life. My daughter, she just turned 2, so yes. I'm over the moon right now in my life. Yes.
Yeah. Well, happy birthdays to the little baby girl. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I'm happy. That's good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into this interview. We're going to get into the fatherhood a little bit later, but we'll talk about the artist right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. So my first question, we're going to hop right into it. So how has the journey been, since we've kind of rediscovered, you're rediscovering yourself? How has the journey been rebranding yourself with a new name, a new sound, and a new flow?
The journey's been phenomenal. I've been able to find different creative pockets. I've been able to really express myself in ways that I never thought possible. I've been really exploring myself as an individual and allowing that to permeate into my music, instead of just, making sounds just to make sounds. Just it's so personal right now, and it's really showing through, and I'm super excited for the music that, folks haven't heard yet.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. So you consider yourself kind of alternative hip hop. So kind of describe to the people what kind of sound that may be like if they haven't listened to your music just yet.
It usually, kind of veers away from the traditional trap drums of today, even though it can include some of those elements. The way that I like to utilize it is using a lot of my melodic influences from outside of hip hop. So I listen to the Beatles a lot. I listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot. I listen to a lot of, Radiohead, a variety of different groups that really just kind of inspire me to think outside of the box as far as how I can approach hip hop And like that usually comes in the way of different drums, different strings, different chords that are utilized, or at least different instruments. So there's a lot of people play it different, but that's the way I like to do it. Is I usually like to do it different melodically.
Okay. I personally love the style, and I love the change up in the flow and everything. So your streaming numbers are growing. Okay, which is dope. I've been looking at and watching them, So with your latest track you dropped, you have 1,312 downloads, just to put the statistics out there for the people. Okay, so part of that contributes to some of the person that you've been working with, the producer Haku Sonata, and the projects that you guys have been working with. So what do you think he brings out of you that is helping shape this new fire that you have inside of you?
Man, musically he's my better half. Like really, like when I listen to like his music, it's just like every time I hear the way that he chops samples and the way that he just hears patterns and stuff, it's just like it just activates something in my brain. And I don't know, it's hard to even really like kind of put into words what it is that's awoken. Like, but it's just like it just feels like it's a perfect marriage of like the introspective bars, as well as like the heady like lyricist stuff, as well as like the smoothness, but also like with an edge to it. So it just we just puzzle pieces. It's
like this crazy kinetic energy or something.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard to guys are in the studio.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Like it's just magic. Like that I've never musically had like that kind of feeling before. But like every time that we work, lights out, for real.
That's dope. That's really dope and very special, honestly, when artist and producer can find each other, because flow and artistry, and then being able to hear that as a producer and kind of make a beat to put to specifically tailor make to an artist, that's tough. And when you find each other and that, like you said, that kinetic energy just kind of grows, I think that's really dope. So I appreciate y'all, how y'all came together. And I appreciate the music that y'all are putting out. So you're quite busy as an artist, and as we were saying earlier, also a family man. So what helps you keep a balance between the artist and the father?
It's really the passion that I have for the craft. A lot of people, just when they have kids, they feel like they're so preoccupied, and they feel like they're so like inundated with like the life part of the work-life balance. But like with me, this don't even feel like work. Like this just feels like something I was born to do. So it's like I don't even feel stressed out about it. Like I just do it because it's like what I love, and like I love my kids, obviously. So that's never gonna change. So it's like I'm gonna just keep going. Yeah,
you have this like authentic flow to yourself where you're just you and you're natural, and like you say, you're just doing what you love and what you're passionate about, and both in fatherhood and being an artist, you're passionate in both. And so that's really dope, and that's what I appreciate about you. And I'm glad we connected, and people get to see these type of people exist and should be supported, because it's tough, but also, like you said, it's natural to you because it's something that you love. And so we should support each other in those ways and uplift each other, because it can be hard. And so it's good to know that there's people out there supporting you. So let's talk about the music. Let's jump to the music.
For sure.
Dropped an EP last year called Peyton-esque. If you haven't heard it, please go check it out. Okay, it was dope. It was fire. It's got 10,000 to drop the statistics again. 10,000 down. But since then, you've been dropping some fire singles. So we all want to know, is there an album being thought of? Is it already in the works? Or is it being held off for now as you're still focusing on your new sound?
Well, so me and Haku are always working, like we always like are doing something musically. But as far as like any like upcoming projects, like we've been kind of throwing around this EP for a while that we've kind of wanted to throw together as kind of a bit of kind of like I guess I could say a victory lap for what we did with Payton-esque, you know.
Nice.
So I'm really, really excited about the stuff that we're coming with next, and
nice.
It's actually we're leading up to something big, but you know, we're keeping that part under wraps for right now.
Nice.
But definitely got some music coming up here soon for sure.
Okay, dope. Okay, I see you. All right. So, are you doing any performances right now? Have you been on the stage a little bit? Tell us about that a little.
Yeah, I've actually since the last time that we spoke, I've done, I believe, like 3 shows. So I've been definitely trying to stay busy on that front, you know, being able to connect with different artists in my area, you know, different scenes, and luckily I was actually just accepted to a performance camp in St. Louis, Master Camp, held by a Mastermind, and you know, it's involved people that, you know, have really like started flourishing in this area, and it's held by somebody that's been, you know, tied to names like Smino and Jordan Ward and, you know, different names. So it's really a blessing. These new opportunities that I've been able to source as far as the performances and like learning about them, like really just like honing the craft for real.
Yeah, that's dope. It seems like this rebrand is really helped you in a lot of ways, and it's helping you shape every aspect of being an artist, as far as, you know, like you said, stage presence, picking those up, getting accepted into camps that, like you said, hone in on the craft, and then being in the studio and connecting with a producer that can produce to your flow and who you're wanting to become. And so it's really just dope. And I love the full circle stories is the word I was looking for. So it's really dope, man. And I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. It seems like all the blessings are coming down. And I'm just happy that I've been here from the beginning, and to see you accomplish all these things. It's really awesome. So
and you know, I appreciate it. You know, you've definitely thrown me a lot of alley-oop. You've definitely thrown me a lot of alley-oops with the coverage. You've definitely thrown me a lot of alley-oops with like introducing me to, you know, different people and different groups. Like I would have never been familiar with Truth Teller Productions like without you. Like I've learned a lot, you know, from them and their grind and stuff like that. So it's like I definitely have been tuned into like the things that you've been teaching me, like implicitly, as well as, you know, just like you know, above ground. Like I definitely am picking up the tutelage, and I appreciate like everything you've done for me, for real. Like
thank you, man. I appreciate that for sure. I appreciate that. I just do my thing, you know, and I just be me, and I hope that it does something, and to know that it does, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for real. All right, so my next question here is, what are some sacrifices you are making now that may be tough for you, but you know will benefit you in the future?
I ain't ate Chipotle in like 2 weeks, man. I'm dead. Hey, I can't tell you how
honestly,
hard
that's the real.
Gee, for real, it's hard out here for a pimp, man.
I feel that. I really feel that.
But you know, there are plenty of shows. There are plenty of shows that I really want to get caught up on that I'm not caught up on. I'm a big anime watcher. Like I love like I haven't watched the new Trigun. Like they rebooted the old anime series from like the old Adult Swim days. Like I haven't finished My Hero. Like I'm still watching One Piece, but it's like all that shit gets slow when like I have to, like when motherfuckers have to record, when motherfuckers is, you know, sending messages and like trying to stay up on that shit. Like, but it's like I mean like my grandfather, when he was alive, he used to tell this to my dad, and my dad passes like knowledge on to me. It's like, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's really like the stuff that's really what I've internalized in myself. And it's like, I don't even feel like I'm missing out on shit. Like it really feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. And it's like, and like, honestly, like a lot of artists kind of think like, oh damn, I gotta let everything go. Like, nah, you don't really got to. It's like, there's something actually from Willie D of the Ghetto Boys that I learned. It's like, you got to spend 5 minutes on the craft every day, like every single day, at least 5 minutes. And that'll just pay dividends for your career. So I've taken that lesson and the lessons from my, you know, the people in my past, and I just roll with it for real.
That's a dope lesson. That's really dope. That's really good to carry with you and to keep. You know, that's dope. So my final question here is, in your opinion, what best helps you balance a family and your passion for music?
It's love, man. For real. It's just an overall sense of love that I have for the things in my life, in the sense of appreciation that I have in order to try to maintain them. It's like, to see, like, because, you know, I have a son as well. He just started kindergarten, and being able to see like how happy he is with, you know, the things that he's afforded, you know, and the attention that he gets from, you know, his parents is just, it means the world to me. And also, you know, a similar feeling, though it's not the same. Like when I get on stage and I hear people like saying, like, when I have a call and response, Luci A, like when they say my name, it just there's something in me, like I'm it feels like I'm fostering love everywhere that I go, and I feel like I can't lose when that's the thing, and that's really what keeps me here. Is like, regardless of how much I feel like the balance is off for it, it's the love that's gonna weigh it out for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's some dope words, man. I can't even say nothing to that, man. That's beautiful. And I hope that everything continues to keep coming to you. All the blessings and everything come to fruition.
Appreciate
it. Seems like it already is, honestly. And so, you know, the success is what you're doing already, you know, like what people can see already happening right now, because that's already a story and already inspiring to somebody right now. So, you know, get into the big thing, you know, which is being stable and everything and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just what we all aspire to have, you know. But right now, you're successful, and you know everything is already coming to you, man. So y'all, make sure you support this man. Go follow him. Go stream his music. Go check him out. He's got more coming on the way. You heard him. He stay working, stay in the studio. I gotta come out and see you perform, man. I gotta know one of these.
Sure.
So let me know so I can plan. Just give me a couple months. You know,
absolutely.
I'll come out there for sure. So you got any final words for the people that you want to leave? Any personal shout outs you want to give? And of course, for the people who forget to go to the description, let them know your name tag to follow you and where they can stream your music. Yeah,
first and foremost, if you want to follow me, Saint Luci 6, the period after the Saint, because, you know, St. Louis, St. Lucie, whatever.
That's right.
But then other than that, I've got my eyes set on this goal, right? Like I want to be that artist so bad that people recognize from my area. So like people in the future can really like understand like what it takes to like be where I'm trying to be. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like I really like have like a vision of how I want my scene to be, my city to be, and everything like that. So if you're, you know, interested in trying to get a, you know, a feel for what St. Louis music is like, for what, you know, real artistry from the area is like, just tap in with me, and we do some work. You can listen to my music, you know, for sure. Just be a fan, just support however you can. So
that's right. Tap in with him. His music is streaming on all platforms. Make sure y'all check him out. Of course, his links will be in the description for you to tap right away and go and check him out. I appreciate you, brother, for joining me for this interview. I appreciate you for connecting with me from the very jump, and, you know, us staying connected this whole time. And like I said, I'm happy that everything is coming to fruition for you already, and many blessings to your success, man. I appreciate you. And that's it, y'all. It's Grown Up Podcast. It's Naturally On the Wave Spotlight Artist for this month, Luci A.
Yes.
Get it right. All right. We out of here.
For sure. Oh, man.
Yes, indeed. And that's a wrap for the Naturally On the Wave interview for the Spotlight Artist for this month, Luci A. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this interview. And I just wanted to do something a little professional. I'm trying to try new things to tweak this podcast, and because I really did go to school for this, you know, and as I've been listening to other podcasts and diversifying, where I want to grow the podcast and tighten up here and do better there and add this and take away that. Sometimes I feel like I'm not being as professional or as I didn't really study for this or something like that. So a little bit in that interview, it did kind of sound like I checked out a little bit. And sometimes my mind, but it's just who I am. My mind sometimes just checks out and I can't even process what is happening, and a full response is not it doesn't come up in my head, and I just move on to the next thing. So, but I promise you, I'll be having questions written down and everything, and or sometimes, and sometimes it's just off the top of my head. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for sticking along for the ride and for supporting the independent movement. The producer, editor, and host is yours truly, Derek. I'm signing off here for Grown Up Podcast. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure y'all staying safe and being kind out there. We out of here.